Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Live Chat with Auntie D TV. Somebody's on with me. I don't know who was yet. Hi, how are you doing? How has your day been going? How is your afternoon? How is your afternoon? How is your afternoon been going? Did you have a good day so far? Are you anticipating a good day? The afternoon is rolling, and I know that it's not that bad. It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. So we have to be thankful. Person hop off and gone. No, I am so happy to be with my life this afternoon, and I'm hoping that others will come along and join me soon. Oh Lord, it's 2 minutes into the live. Persons can come along. I want to ask a question. Ask a question. Do you think we should pay attention to these memorial that are being put out to us? For example, observing special days. Today we are observing in America Martin Luther King Day. Hi, Gwen Descent Queen. Gwen Descent Queen. Hi, how are you doing? How are you doing? Happy to have you. Happy to have you on. I'm so pleased I'm not alone. Then I have J Queen. Hi, J Queen. Hi, J Queen. How are you doing? How was your day been? My day so far has been good. I had an appointment this morning, and when I looked outside, I was scared of going out. It was snow, snow, snow. And I had to get the courage. So I went and I came back early. So I said, I have to come live to have a little talk with my family. You guys are like family to me, you know. I'm happy that you're good, J Queen. I'm happy that you're good. And we are so happy. I see 2 thumbs up, and there are 15 persons on. I am not alone. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope you had a good lunch. And I know they're going to fix a nice dinner. And I know some of us going to have the Sunday Monday dinner. I'm going to have some Sunday Monday later. Right? No, I'm so enthused about Marcus Garvey being pardoned by the former US President, Mr. Joe Biden. And sometimes I say to myself today, I wish these things were done when we were alive. But for us who are here, he's gone. Marcus Garvey died over 100 years ago. And his work was wonderful that he had laid out and done. Although he had many disappointments, he didn't give up. We had 15 persons and then it go down to 8. Anyway, they will come back. He didn't give up, right? And we are here now reaping what he had sown. He had done so many things, right? Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Jamaica's first national hero. He was born in St. Anne in 1887, right? So when you get some time, you can go and look up. I've read some of his books, and I'm telling you, if he had half of those who were with him during his time, I don't know, we would have been way ahead, but it was not to be then. And as I was thinking earlier, he did his best, and things went by the way, and you know, he became unhappy. Situations arise. He was charged for mail fraud and so you know, he was in financial difficulty. and having known no one to really back him as he wanted, you know, he ended up in a terrible bind. And then since his death, I just want to briefly a little before we put on talk about. Since his death, in the 1920s, the UNI has not been so very active. Because you know that we don't really hear much about them. They're still there, but we don't hear much about them, right? But although he's gone, the memory of him comes alive now that we are able to look, and history now have it now down that he is pardoned. He's pardoned. Now, and I also, you can tell me your feedback, what you feel about him. If he's your favorite hero, we have Jamaica has 6 heroes, 5 heroes and 6 heroes and a heroine, Nani, the female heroine. Sorry, and they all had done their best during their time, in their time, and not because we are here. No, we are reaping. But sometimes when I look back, I say to myself, if they were to come alive again suddenly, and the things that they had fought for, and see where we are at now, do you think they'll be happy? Do you think they'll be happy? Our history. I'm talking about Jamaica. See, so I'm a Jamaican, not because I'm now residing in the U.S. I'm a Jamaican by birth. Jamaica is a beautiful place. Growing up, I remember clearly the things that are happening now. We never used to hear of it. And when it comes to, say, relaxation, we would always go to the beach. The beach is a common place for persons to go and relax. Even today, I still think so, right? In spite of pollution here and there, the beach is a nice place. It's quiet, but I'm not going to tell you to go alone. You need to have company just in case something should happen. Don't go anywhere where it's too private in case of any difficulty. Somebody's there to help you. But I see the days when I go into the sea to bathe, or some would say the ocean. You don't want to get out. You don't want to get out. You want to just stay. Because what? The water and the sun shining down on the water feels nice. And what is even nicer? When you try to go early in the morning, it's very nice. And you lay on the beach and enjoy the warmth of the sun. But sometimes we can't have everything we want at the same time. We have to have it at times different. No. So when you get some time, man, enjoy the beach. And then I looked at Florida. I see them have that lovely beach there, but I would be a little afraid to go out into the water. Although I cannot swim, guys, I cannot swim. But I'll be in the water all day, wading, and just be in the water. But whatever you do, you go to see. Make sure that you have persons around who can assist you. But sometimes some little difficulties do set in unexpectedly, and you may panic. You may panic, and something happens, right? No, I also saw where we're moving on. You can still tell me, man. So I say, hi, bro. I'm not a man. What, red gaming? I'm not a man, I'm a lady. Okay. Right, J Queen is good. All right. No, I saw in the news where this popular rapper, maybe you may have known him or may have heard about him. He got in a conflict with someone down in the city in New York, and that's Busta Rhymes. I saw him perform at Vibes Cartel. He's very lively, and they locked him up. But I don't know. Maybe he's released by now. It's a few days now, so you know it's just sad that it had to reach that level because you see how things are going now. The slights of anything, they are prepared to deport you. So you have to be in good standing. Try to be safe. Try to do things that you know is appropriate. Sometimes people hurt you, and you cannot prevent it. You want to keep your hands at your side, and lo and behold, your hands come up and something happens, right? So it happened, and I'm hoping that the best will come out of it, in that nothing too serious, right? Will come so that he'll be penalized. Okay, red gaming is gone. No, you can tell me what you think about it too. What are your views on it? How can we control ourselves when we're out in the public, even in our homes? We have to practice self-control. You see, if you don't, sorry, if you don't practice self-control, it's going to be difficult for you to control yourselves when you're out in public. It's going to be too difficult. So even when somebody in your house try to get you angry, count from 1 to 100 and then start counting backwards and see if it will help. Or move away from the situation. Change the environment. You know? And I'm also looking at where I saw the Sunshine Girls went to Africa, someplace in Africa, and they had their games and they won. You know, I like netball. I like netball. I couldn't run so very fast, but I could defend. I always want. I never get a chance to play the center. The inside the center circle, because you have to be very fast and swift. You know, so I only get a chance to defend, wing defend, goal defend. But wherever you play, whatever position you play in, it's important. You enjoy it, and you do your best and let your team score. One thing netball calls for speed. You grab the ball, you shoot. Speed and be accurate. Second, I've seen some good physical education teachers in my time at school and at college, but I was not so fast. I couldn't run very fast like these girls, just some of the girls. And by the time you catch the ball, and just woof, woof, woof. But when you throw the ball, you aim, and you throw, score the goal. So everybody has to work their part to make the team. But each time when I want to get to play a center, they tell me no. So until this day, I have not been able to get a chance to play in the center. I have never gotten a chance, but then I knew that because I was not so fast in running and grabbing the ball as those persons who play in the center. I play on the wing defend, and the goal defend. Those are the two sections I get to play, defending the goal. But it's good that the exposure is there and you are able to share. And I also like volleyball. Volleyball is very nice. Very, it's a nice game. I try to play basketball, but somehow it calls for speed. It calls for speed. And I guess that's where I'm lacking. I'm not running very fast. I try to run, but for some reason, the legs are not going as fast to fight with the ball. But sometimes I have to boom the ball and run. They don't think I know what. I teach when I was at primary school teaching. I could teach netball to my kids. They like it. They like it. And you there, if you go out each time, let us do netball. Everybody wants to do netball. It's a nice game. Just like how most persons like football. They'll watch it. Football carries a large crowd. Cricket do as well, but I think football does more. You know, they are able to participate more. So, how do you think if you were placed on a team, how well could you perform? How well could you perform? Would you just be there, just trying to run around? What would you do? Would you say, "Oh, I can't manage"? No, 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 no. Whatever position you get, the person that is training will identify the part that you're able to do best. And when you're getting that part to do best, you should know perform. That's the time you're going to perform, right? So don't worry. I don't worry anymore about the position. But if I was to go and do netball, no, my. I'd have to do it with persons my age. Because, you have to do what is called warm up, And when you're a netball, when you play netball, you constantly have to be doing exercise. Okay, this is verticulo. Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. I hope I pronounced it right. Happy to have you on. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Okay. Bir- Birdigulo. Birdic. Birdiculo. Birdiculo. Hi, Birdiculo. You're giving me in, what is it, Pakistani language? Uzbekistan? Uzbekistan. Okay. I'm happy that you're on. You're joining us. Do you have anything else you want to share? Yes, so we need to always do exercise. Exercises helps the mind, the way we think and behave. It helps the brain. It helps the blood to flow. Right? The heart pumps the blood, but if you don't exercise, you're going to slow and slow and slow. Right? You're going to be slow and slow and slow. And like you're weak. So we have to do what? We have to exercise. Exercise. Whether you're old or you're young. The baby who just born, if you look at a baby now, the baby will, like, you put the baby to lie on the bed. Even the baby is in the womb, the baby is exercising, you know. You feel sometimes the mother say, I feel the baby kick me. Feel the foot here. Feel the elbow. The baby is stretching. So the baby wants to come out now. It's getting near to time. Getting near to time. So he or she wants to come out. And when the baby is born, the baby don't just lie down all the way with the legs stretched out. Having hand and foot, on his body. The next thing he starts shuffle around. Then he start to, make movements. Want to crawl on the bed. Then he want to crawl on the floor. Then he try to hold on around. You put him in the playpen, he try to stand. And you see him rocking the legs. Exercise strengthens the bones and muscles. So as young as you are and as old as you are, exercise is very, very important. It strengthens your bones and muscles, your blood flow. It helps you to think clearly, right? And better and they're able to function in a more realistic way. Okay? So we need to practice good exercise. So when I watch the sunshine girls and they are running and they're grabbing the ball and they are jumping and they score the goal, everybody clap, everybody happy. But what? You have to work as a team. You can't have everybody scoring goal, everybody defending. Each person have his or her part to play, right? They have his or her part to play. So when you pay attention to the part that you are given to play, to do to make the team win. Sometimes team, a team. Sometimes the team lose. It's not because you were not united as a team. It's just that maybe there was a miscalculation. Maybe you probably never aimed correctly, or maybe the defender could defend very well, so it poses a threat to your team winning the game easily. And sometimes we underestimate ourselves, right? We underestimate. But hi, Gabriel Games. How are you doing? Hi, Gabriel. Gabriel Games. Hi, Gabriel. How are you? Happy to have you, Gabriel. Happy to have you. I hope you return all the time, Gabriel. Okay. Say Maluka. So we have to play. With everything we do, we have to do it as a team. Because when the team wins, it's not one person. Even if it was the one person who scored that goal, come on, that one person couldn't be the center pass and defend and attack and score. Each person must have a part to play to have helped the team to score a goal. And sometimes it's just the one goal score, right? And sometimes the teams they don't score any goal, and then both sides they draw, so nobody score. But then even when the teams draw, nobody scores. You can measure if there was proper playing being done by both sides, where a weakness could have developed, where improvements would have to be made, right? where they underestimate another person, or they overestimate, or they take things for granted, right? So you have to weigh the consequences, and then know you're going to be able to put relevant persons in certain positions, because sometimes some persons can play in different areas, so you would not pin them down into any one position, right? Not in any one position. You don't pin them down. What you do, you allow them to explore along with the coach. The coach allow them to explore. So maybe the person likes to play center, and the person fits that section to play that spot. The person may never get a chance to be a goal shooter, may never get to shoot, because the person can do better as a center pass person, right? But like me, I was always a wing defender or goal defender, and I wanted to go and experience the playing in the circle, center pass. I never, until this day, I never get the chance, because they look at my height and say, "Oh, she's tall. She can defend. She can defend." You know. So I have to be thankful that I was given the privilege to be exposed to playing the game. And if you guys have ever played netball, you can tell me, how you felt. Were you encouraged? Were you encouraged where you want to help somebody to learn the game? Or you didn't like netball? You didn't like netball? Or maybe you like another game? Some person may like but most persons like volleyball too. And some say they cannot run very fast to do netball. If a netball calls for speed, 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 right? So volleyball now, yes, but the speed is not so. It's a little more laid back. Service. It's a little more laid back. You bounce the ball over. So it's not so, but when the ball keep bouncing over, you have to run to catch it so the ball doesn't drop on the ground and die. You have to serve it and you go over. Somebody catch it and bounce it over again. Yeah, man. Volleyball is nice too. Likewise, football. Football, now you have to run fast. Here in the States, they call football soccer. Soccer. They have to run very fast to kick the ball. I think in the States, they use their hands, I think. And in the Caribbean, they use their feet to kick. They grab the ball and throw it, you know? So, different places use different strategies, use different names, but basically, it amounts to the same. Right? It amounts to the same. So the Sunshine Girls made Jamaica proud. They made Jamaica proud. Made Jamaica proud. Their sponsor, Best Dressed Chicken, I know is proud too, because they are the proud sponsors. They have donated 16 million dollars towards the team's efficiency. So they are going to use that money wisely. They're going to use the money wisely. So they have to try to win the games, because if they go and keep losing, then the sponsorship is going to be even more difficult for them. All right. So I'm just hoping that all the matches that they're going to have, they try not to lose, but try to win them all, so that they can go to the final championship. Venezuela have some fast people there too, fast people. So I don't know what the fixtures is made up of, different countries that are on it. And England has fast persons too. The UK is very fast too, not because, and America has fast. You know that they are so fast in running and serving the back, shooting the goal. They are so fast. So sometimes when the teams meet to compete, and you look at the game, you can know when the game is hard, because of both teams are strong. So when you have two strong teams coming together, it's ticklish, because what they may not be able to score. Like sometimes they can do 20-10, 15-5. When the teams are strong, it's like a 5-5, 5-6. The scores are close. They're close. Right? Okay, so I touched a little on that because I wanted to share. Then now, I'm gonna go now to talk a little about Mr. Isat Buchanan. Isat Buchanan is the PNP's People's National Party representative for Eastern Portland. Right? His name is Isat or Isat. I would say Isat Buchanan. He's a lawyer by profession. Anyway, I was reading about him, and I like to read, That's what a teacher does. Teacher likes to read and write. Teacher likes to read and write. Because, coming from a primary school with children who cannot read and cannot write, teacher has to put herself into the situation of helping. So a teacher is like a helper. A teacher is always, even when she's not teaching, because I'm not in the classroom now, I still try to help people because teachers are seen as persons who help. You have to always help. Help, help, help. Help. You have to share. Because as a teacher, you can't be sitting in the classroom or in the lunchroom having a nice lunch and the children in your class are hungry. You have to make sure they are eating first. They have their lunch. That's what I do. And if they don't have, I go down to the canteen and go get something for them. When they are all eating now, and I know that they have their meal, then I will go and I'll have mine. I can't have food at home eating and the person in the house doesn't have anything to eat. I cook and I eat it to myself or I just fix something for myself. No, I have to share. Because when you share, it makes you happy. It makes you very happy, right? So, I'm going to now continue talking about Mr. Isat Buchanan. Now, Mr. Buchanan, he is he is preparing himself to compete in the general elections whenever they are called. Well, the date is not yet set in Jamaica. I'm following it closely too. The date is not yet set in Jamaica, but it should be this year, 2025, because elections are held there every 5 years, right? So they are looking for it to be anywhere near to September. I don't know, no data or anything has been set, but people are speculating that come September would have been officially 5 years. Well, they don't normally sometimes go down to the 5 years. They will sometimes go less than 5 years or they go close to the 5 years. So he's promising some children some tablets. So he's promising them 3,000 tablets, you know, because I I would deem the tablets as very important for the kids because oftentimes, I always talk about kids. Oh God, because they're not working. Um, they sometimes are unable to go to school. So being out of school a particular day or hours or late, they could probably get access to doing the work online. Teacher could send the work online to them. Although some of them doesn't have the internet access, but at least, they would have had the tablet where they could at least get the work done. Or go by somebody who have internet connection and get the work done. Or get the work sent to them and then send back the work to the teacher. So there's a contact between them and the teacher because remember, we can't leave our children behind. We are older, we upgrade ourselves, and the children are tagging behind. No, we have to push them forward. We have to push them forward. So, I think it was a good gesture. I just hope that he said he will be doing it, giving it to them in March. I don't know who is sponsoring it and how it's going, but I do hope that the children will really get it. Because oftentimes, persons would come out, make promises, and at the end of the day, you don't see them, hear them, or get anything or see any fulfillment of the promises that they had made. Mhm. Many persons have done that in the past, and people become a little not comfortable, but at the same time they are expected. So he coming out to say that now, I believe he really wants to make a contribution in that regards because he has been going through the air for a good while now. So he would have an idea the level the children or the persons in the community are at, right? And if you don't lift the educational level, the nation is going to perish. Because there must be a vision. There has to be a vision. And as the Bible said, where there is no vision, the people perish. People perish. Right? So I would suggest that Mr. Buchanan continue to do what he thinks he's doing and his best. He's the one he's going through the community and he's trying. I would think so. So promises must be kept. Don't promise and don't deliver. If they don't deliver, they are not going to be trusting you anymore. Right? So I'm just hoping that he will give the tablets because I believe those children are in need. Because even when we had COVID, some children, imagine up until now, some did not get any tablets, and some get and then break, they destroy them, they never cure them, and they don't have any now. So it's a problem, and the parents now are not able to purchase any for them. They're not able to purchase any. So those children who don't have a tablet now, the parents would prefer going and buy a phone. I know many children who got tablets and they were not working, and the parents had to go and buy a tablet for them. And because it's very expensive and very costly, very very costly, right? So I'm happy Mr. Buchanan chooses to do something like that, and I'm hoping as well that others will come on board and do the same thing. Remember, everybody may not be able to give the same amount, but look at the need for the children so that their parents can do a better planning. Look at their needs, right? Look at their needs. Children will perform if their needs are met, right? So, we have been on the line for over half an hour, and everybody come on and just give me a little sign, a little sound, and they pop out. Maybe they are cooking or they have classes to go to. I'll be coming on a little while more, a little later, but I was just testing the water to see how many persons I could reach. I'm happy that I was able to be on and there were persons here as well. I'm very, very happy for that. Because today is Monday and some person may have to go to work, some are not home from work. Somewhere they are at work, they're taking a little peep to see, oh, I heard a ping. This must be Auntie DTV. So they take a little peep, right? But you're at work or you're committed to something. I have that urge too. Once I hear something, I have to go and peep on my phone every now and then. So when you get home now, you are better able to plan and say, okay, I wasn't able to respond when I was at work, but I'm just looking at it now. I can respond. Yes, you can respond. You can say something. When the live is finished, you can still say something. Your views are counted. Because different situation applies to different persons. They may not be able to respond for different situation, different reasons. Right? So it's when they go, and I'll call it live, the dead live. Because not all the while I'm able to catch some people's life, Not all the while. Sorry. Not all the while. So I'm going to go a few minutes more. And then I'm going to take a break and come back on later this evening. I do hope that we were able to have, I think we had a nice little chat. And I think later will be greater. Right? Later will be greater. Yeah. And I could also touch, also, I remember I was looking at the situation in New York City where the shelters, they are closing the shelters. I think this is my last point now. They are closing the shelters. So I don't know where the persons are going to be because the shelters are going to be closed. Where are they going to be on the street? I don't know. And they're planning to close most of them. So it is very, very sad. Very, very sad. Persons were not able to get themselves documented and things on the process or whatever the reason. Everybody have their own case. So we just have to pray for people that something will work out for them. Something will work out. Because here is so cold. You go outside, you have to hurry. You have to put on proper clothing, proper coat, proper jacket, warm up yourself. Else you will come in, you get sick. Like back home, we have sunshine. And when the sun is too hot, we put up an umbrella. Put up the umbrella to keep the sun off our faces. Right? But here it's cold. And the northeast is expected to dump a lot of snow. They started yesterday. We had a lot of snow outside this morning. And it's very, very cold. And I'm going to show a video sometime later this week. I was going to do the video today, to show you the level of snow. But because the roads were cleared and they saw the road, it was not a problem in going about your business. But when you look in people's yards, oh my, you see snow lie down like a carpet, level like a carpet, running from one person's yard to the other, just running along. Because here it's different. Here you don't fence up and have a gate. Back home we fence, or we have a gate to enter our property. But here it's open. So you just see the grass is buried under the snow, and the snow is lying down like a carpet for long distances, and it's cold. It's very cold. So we have to keep our bodies warm, right? So when you keep your bodies warm, you won't get sick easily. Because if you don't, you don't. And then when the time is this cold, you have to force yourself to drink water, And if you don't drink water, you're going to become dehydrated. You have to force yourself to drink water. Me too, I have to force myself. And then you want things like a chocolate to drink more, or tea, or soup. Well, I've not had porridge, but you want those things. And it's like it's as if you're not really hungry. You're not really hungry. You have to force yourself. You have to force yourself. The culture here is different. It's really different. And the climate, the snowing. We have been having snow from November. And we are in the middle. Today is the 20th of January. They say January is cold, but February is colder. When I went out this morning, I almost turned back in. I didn't want to go again, but because I had to keep the appointment. Because if I didn't go, I'd have to pay some money if I fall through with it. But I can tell that it's cold. It's cold. But after a while, hopefully, I'll get used to this. This is my second winter here. And it's not bad to a point. If you don't have to go out, it's not bad. And even when you go out, you don't have to walk in it. You don't have to. So, my fellow supporters, subscribers, I enjoyed the company that I had this afternoon, and I'm looking forward to having you guys back on later. Maybe another set, or maybe this set may have to be committed elsewhere in doing other things, But I'm still going to encourage you all to watch the video, man. Watch the video. Watch the video, please. That's how we're going to get our watch hours. And persons who watch the videos, subscribe, man. All those returning viewers, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Like and share. Share with your family, your friends, anybody. Because whoever it is, when they come and subscribe and on with Auntie D TV, we all have to abide by the community guideline. I have to do myself. I can't come here and use certain words, and you will be the same thing. So I'm happy for this family setting where we don't hurt each other's feelings. We share and we help each other to grow. Right? So like, share, subscribe. Returning viewers, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Returning viewers, new viewers, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Like and share. Share. Bye. See you in my next live coming up soon. Bye.